that we passed today that encompass many other areas as well. Globalization, bring the world so close together. Integrated trade, so close to your doorsteps. What makes it closer? It's because the instantaneous changes in technology and in the internet. It has not even given chance to people and governments to make laws comparable or to match the very fast rate at which the technology and the changes in innovation has been growing over the last very short time period. We have to catch up to that, and this bill just exactly that. Those who are keeping the focus on how integrated trade and how fast this technology is moving, how internet is becoming so useful today, those are people who are becoming successful, even businesses. In saying that, let me also raise the other issue, and that is the highway of internet or the information flow in the country. In Kandep, I use B-Mobile, most of the times doesn't work. So to the people of Kandep, e-business, this lesson will become like another one of those indifferent things. You go to Polyo, I do the same thing. You go to Oksabmin, same thing. Where there's some digital network, you might get it. So we really have a dilemma there. This bill cannot be working effectively. The people will not realize the changes that the rest of the world is competing for in business unless we have a broad highway that can transmit the information and facilitate the business to grow through the e-business, e-commerce legislation, or the new digital economy. Another thing that we should look at also is the integrated government information system. Our public service on the grassroots level, they're completely only oblivious of what's happening on the floor of Parliament. There's no TV there. There's no communication system there. There's no management system that manages information and strategies of government or policies of government. Are we moving to those people at the grassroots level? The district administration, the LFG administration, they have a duty to making sure that information is made affluent and made available to the people. Let's listen like this. If we have an integrated system of governance allowing the information to flow, it's very important because it adds value to legislations like this. Another issue that we should look at in supporting, accompanying this legislation is the need that is there for financial inclusion of our people. I think the Bank of PNG has a program, and they have a training center there that trains people to be included in the financial development of the country. Like in this bill, what are the pros and cons about it? How can they administer business to the e-business? Financial inclusion of our people is very important. There are people out there who are making money, but they're not in the banking system. They can easily do business. You put money in the banking system, the money kind of dissipates into thin air because the banks collect all those fees, etc. We have to find a way to strongly enhancing the people are included in these financial modes or modalities that we're creating through laws like this. The other very important thing, Mr. Speaker, is the local capital market. We keep on going on roadshows outside of Papua New Guinea to raise money. But we have to have a market in PNG that gives us the money. There must be liquidity here. We must have many banks here. Now, ENZ has now given up on all this macro retail banking and go to the corporate banking services. And that's very good news. We're seeing other banks, like for instance, Westpac wanting to sell to other buyers. That's not a good news. We should be seeing banks wanting to do business in PNG, establishing themselves here. So when you have a banking institution, a capability or capacity in PNG, it enhances financial inclusion. It enhances business to grow through e-commerce because these are the institutions that drive such policies. And the second point I'd like to raise is the integral human development. Our students in the classes, from elementary to the university level, Mr. Speaker, e-business, e-commerce requires a lot of skills. Technical, business, finance, economical, you name it. Before it used to be this president that embarrassed people. They said, oh, he thinks he knows everything. Or I'm thinking something. Now that is becoming obsolete. People are knowing everything. People are multi-skilled these days. You can work for 10 jobs in 24 hours. Smart strategists, business strategists are doing that. Consultants are doing that. People are becoming more fluent in business. Multi-skilled. It's not the idea of you, MU Sutherland, he thinks he knows everything. No. That is something of the yesteryears. Now people are knowing everything because of the information that is available, because of development. It is right there at the fingertips. Papua New Guinea students, that's where we start. We pass laws here, but we must have an affluent society that is educated enough to be literate, to apply and use these modalities and do business and compete with the rest of the world. We should not be preparing Papua New Guineans to only succeed in the villages against other tribesmen and women or to win a politics election. No. We should not be making them to compete only in PNG. Let's make them become competitive in the international global business community, applying the use of internet, e-business, e-commerce, economy. The new norm today is not COVID-19. It is e-business. Because even COVID-19 is pushing everyone to using e-business. You stay locked in the house, you have to do online to order your food, your whatever kai. See how the world is going. People are now talking about electric cars. They're giving up on all these hydrochlorocarbon emitting sources of energy. They're going towards clean energy now, electric cars. So we need to educate our people. That must be the priority of any government, but of this parliament. When the people are not educated, you don't skill them with all the skills. Well, maybe passing all this law, maybe come out with regulation, policy by staff na yumi parliament also by seven and yumi guru government staff. All people not participate. They'll never become easily accessible to financial inclusion. And finally, Mr. Speaker, all this is dependent on a proven economic management, cash flow management of this country. We hear time and time again that we are running short of this, that is not there, that is not there. It all depends on economic management, prudent. If we can now change by this way of the new norm, digital economy, even more imposed impactfully by the COVID-19 and so forth, and if we learn and do economic management better, if we can apply or manage the rightful places like human resource development into e-commerce and innovation strategies and focus our financing on those areas, although we have many other areas to spend. In Kandeh bound to do many things there. But what are the priorities that Kandeh does that enhances the rest of Papua New Guinea? What are the priorities that we do together as a parliament, as a government, the opposition government together, that we manage the economy going forward to achieving all these dreams we have before us? It depends on how well we manage ourselves. It is not the old ways anymore, Mr. Speaker. It is now the new way. What is the new way? It is the e-commerce way. Digital economy way. It is the influencing of our people to become smart at those skills. Not just one skill. Our people must be multi-skilled. We must go make them learn, guide them and train them. And then you find whatever we do on the floor of parliament, like passing such bills, with that value, because it belongs to the people, and people are sharp, smart, intelligent, wise. Papua New Guinea will grow. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
The question is that the question be now put. Those in favor say aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it.